Hello guys. Hello. Okay. Listening activity 1. Number 1.
Listening 1. 1. Well, the government has done quite a bit to reduce water pollution. It's certainly better than it used to be. Now we have to do something about air pollution, which is still pretty bad.
Okay. I think answer number 1 B. Okay.
I think answer number 1 I, water pollution.
Okay.
Yes.
B.
Yes, B.
Okay.
I too.
Okay. Number 2.
2.
Crime is a growing problem in the country right now. Sometimes it's because people are unemployed. I think what we really have to do is reduce unemployment. That should help the crime problem.
Okay. Number 2.
I think answer B.
For me, yes.
Yes. I
I'm
same.
B. Crime.
Okay. I same with you are. Okay. Number 1. Number 2. B. Next. Number 3.
3. The subway and bus services have definitely got to improve. But the government should really focus on improving conditions for people in the cities. So many people need better places to live, and the problem is getting worse.
Number 3.
I think number 3 is C.
Over population.
I think C. Yes, overpopulation.
Okay. I same with you.
I C.
Okay. Number 3 is C. Overpopulation. Okay. Next. Number 4.
4.
One of the biggest issues we're facing right now is unemployment. If people can't work, they can't spend any money, and then the whole economy continues to suffer. The government really needs to help create more jobs.
Okay, number 4, I think C, unemployment. Okay,
Okay, yes.
okay,
Yes,
okay,
I
yes.
see.
Next, number 5.
5. Parking downtown is so expensive, and there's so much traffic on the streets in the morning with so many people trying to get to work. We need a new subway system to make it easier for people to get to work, so we don't have to drive our cars all the time.
I think answer number 5 I C.
C, public transportation. Okay, I same with you.
Yes, I see.
Okay, okay. Number 5 is C, public transportation. Next.
6.
There has been an increase in lifespan throughout the world. People live longer now because of the availability of medicine and clean water. We need to make sure this continues.
Okay, number 6.
Number 6. Maybe. For me, C.
C.
Listening 2.
Okay. Next, listening activity 2. Okay, number 1.
1. I grew up around here, and the river has always been really polluted. Industries were dumping all sorts of chemicals and waste into the water, so the river really smelled bad. You wouldn't even think of swimming in it. Well, I decided to do something about it. My neighbors and I wrote a letter to the mayor asking him to force these industries to clean up the river. I really hope the government listens to us and takes action.
Okay. Number 1, maybe A, water pollution.
I B, air pollution.
You?
Yeah, I see.
C.
Yeah,
Oh.
I see.
So, A, B or C?
A.
A, water pollution?
Yes.
Okay. Number 1 is water
Next.
pollution. Next.
2.
Over the last few years, we've been having much hotter summers and warmer winters. When I was a kid here, we used to have a lot of white, fluffy snow in the winter. Now we don't get that. And there hasn't been much rain for a couple of years. I guess this is the effect of that global warming I keep hearing about in the news. That's why we've decided to move to Chicago. There's plenty of snow and rain up there.
3. When did
Okay. Sorry. Number 2.
Number 2, A.
A.
Global warming.
Warming.
Mm-hmm.
Mark.
Maybe. Yeah. A.
Yes, I think same. A. Global warming. Okay. Next.
Okay.
Number 2. Next. Number 3.
the world get so crazy? That's what I'd like to know. For years, I thought everything was fine. Now, all I read about in the newspaper is countries fighting each other, dropping bombs, and terrible things like that. You know what I did about it? I stopped reading the newspaper. Now, whenever I want to read something, I just pick up one of those sports magazines. No bad news in there.
Okay. Number 3.
Number 3, B.
B. Okay. B.
I'm follow
Okay.
Angga.
B. Next. Number 4.
4.
It's almost impossible to get across the city in less than an hour and a half during rush hour. There are too many cars on the roads. There are only 2 freeways, and they just can't handle all the traffic. The only thing that moves quickly in this city is the subway. That's why I took an apartment right next to the subway station.
Okay. Number 4. I think A. Traffic.
I follow Yusuf.
Okay.
Yes,
One,
I'm
okay.
too.
Okay. Number 4 is A.
I'm too.
Next.
5.
One of the biggest problems we face is garbage. Where can we put it all? In the past, everything used to get buried in giant landfills, but in many countries today, the landfills are full and there is no room to start new ones. That's why I've decided to try to create less garbage. I buy fewer packaged foods now. For example, instead of buying frozen prepared dinners in plastic trays and cardboard boxes, I buy fresh meats and produce. I also take my own cup to the coffee shop, so I don't have to use paper cups. Creating less garbage is really the only solution.
Perfect. Okay. Number 5.
Number 5, D.
D.
For me, yes.
D. Okay. Same. Number 5 is D. Very big. Next. Number 6.
In the future, everyone will have to live in giant high-rise buildings if they want to live in cities. These new buildings might be 100 stories tall or more. If cities keep getting bigger, the only way they can expand is upward. I can't stand crowded cities myself. That's why I moved to a small town in the country.
Okay.
Number 6, I.
A. What?
I'm always follow Mas Angga and Mas Yusuf.
Okay. Number 6. A. Posting. Next.
Next, chapter 2.
Like listening activity 3.
More and more people are moving from the country to the cities in order to find work. This is because, in many countries, it is often no longer possible to make a living as a farmer. The result of this movement is the development of what are sometimes called megacities. These are huge cities with populations of up to 15 million people. People who move to megacities usually believe that cities have many benefits to offer. They believe that there are more jobs available and that salaries are much higher than they are in the countryside. They think there will be a lot of new affordable housing to choose from. And of course, these people are attracted to the exciting, glamorous image of the big city that they have seen on television and in movies. They even expect to live longer and healthier lives in cities because the healthcare is better there. But in reality, life in these megacities is not always as good as people hope. Jobs are often difficult to find because many of the people who move to the cities have little education and few job skills. As a result, there is a huge supply of unskilled workers to choose from, so salaries are very low. Housing can also be a problem. megacities causes many other problems for city governments. Waste, for example, as does crime. Getting rid of garbage is extremely difficult. There is not much space available for public parks and gardens. And as these cities continue to grow, these problems will become even more difficult.
Okay, listening activity 3. Number 1, I think ration.
Number 2, I think not ration.
Number 3, reason.
Reason. Number 4, same reason.
Number 5, ration.
Number 6, 7, and 8,
Reason.
reason.
Okay. Next, chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
Gimana?
This. Okay.
So we're back in the studio. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Rick Walker. From our laptops to our televisions, from the displays on our smartphones to those on our sat-navs, we are in front of screens all the time. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to disconnect completely? To choose not to have access to the internet? If you have, you may be in need of a digital detox, a total switch off from all things digital. The idea of people taking a digital detox is becoming more and more popular, especially amongst young people. And today, we're joined by someone who's tried a number of digital detox activities and is here to give us some advice about it. Amanda Vince, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much.
So, Amanda, you work for a fashion magazine in London, right? I guess your work means you need to be online a lot.
Oh yes. Apart from the hundreds of emails I get every day, I'm always browsing fashion websites as well as online videos. I also need to be very active online, especially on Twitter and Instagram, sharing what we're doing in the magazine, interacting with designers, photographers, influencers. It never stops, literally. Then of course there's my friends and family to keep in touch with online too, and for me, my work grew out of my passions. So friends and work colleagues aren't two totally separate groups of people, and it all gets a bit messy online sometimes. I think I'm online for at least 12 hours a day.
So, how did you get the idea for a digital detox?
I read a book about it called Log Off, How to Stay Connected After Disconnecting. The author's name is Blake Snow. That book gave me some really good advice and made me think about trying to change some of my digital habits. I started with removing distraction.
What do you mean by that?
That means turning off alerts, buzzes, alarms or notifications of any kind. I had notifications set up for everything and it meant I was always being forced to look at my phone. Removing all of them except for important contacts helped me focus immediately. The book also made a really good point that we should ask ourselves why every time we take out our phone. I realised that most of the times I looked at my phone were because I was trying to avoid or ignore something else happening right in front of me. It was an automatic habit.
I have to confess, that happens to me too. But what else are you going to do when you're standing in line at the bank or waiting for your train?
Okay, yes, I'm the first to admit that it's great for helping time go by. But speaking personally, I found I wasn't just checking my phone to kill time when I was alone. I was also doing it with friends or family around.
Right. Well, so far this doesn't sound too drastic. Turning off notifications and becoming aware of when we use our devices. That sounds easy.
Yes, it's the first step. Once we to try it again. We're going to try for a whole week in the summer.
Okay, let's pause there then and see what our listeners have to say. You can call us here directly or send us a message on any of our social media channel. Oh, should I be saying that? Anyway, more.
Okay, listening one in chapter 3, number 1. I think the radio host says that a digital detox. Answer is B, is something younger people are trying more. Okay,
Okay, next. Number 2, which stances is not true about Amanda Finch or job? Answer C. She uploads her own videos to social media.
okay, next, number 3.
Next, number 3. What is the name of the book that influenced Amanda? I think A.
Log off, how to stay
Yeah.
connected after disconnecting.
Okay,
Okay.
next.
Next, number 4. The first step in the digital detox is to get rid of dictionary such as. Answer A. Noise the phone makes.
Okay,
Next.
Number 5, Amanda removed notification from B. Everything express important people in her life.
Okay.
Then next, number 6. The book also suggested that I think B.
B. Okay.
We think about the reason we are looking at our phones so much.
Okay. Next, number 7. Amanda and her partner A tried the 2-day digital detox first. Next.
Number 8, Amanda believes that a digital detox answer C is something everyone will enjoy.
Okay, next, experience 2. I think number 1. Have you ever wondered what it was like? Okay,
Number 2, what do you mean with that?
sorry.
Next, number 3, Mark.
Number 3, I think first
Have to
have to that confess
happiness.
happiness
Have to happiness.
or next number 4.
Oke, udah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dadah.
Udah salah kok ngapain thank you.
Nanti dipotong sampai sini aja.